May I come in, sir? Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
How are you today?
I am very fine, sir.
Good. Please tell us something about yourself briefly.
Yes, sir. So my complete name is ABHIJEET B PATHARE. My hometown is Ahmednagar from Maharashtra. I am completed all the education from the Pune and the mechanical engineering in the graduation. Currently, I am pursuing the job in the S International, which is small firm, and the trekking and following international affairs is my hobby areas.
Oh. Very good. Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now you say that I noticed that you have been associated with road safety and traffic.
Yes.
Why were you interested in such things? You are going to pursue mechanical engineering, you were doing. Why this interest?
Yes.
I'm just curious to know.
Yes, sir. From the childhood, I hearing the news about the road accidents, and my father also suffered from the major injury in the road accident. So I have generated curiosity in the road safety, sir.
And you think in some capacity or the other, if you join the civil services, you will be able to reduce the number of road accidents, streamline the traffic system, which is in a mess today. You will be able to do it. You have some ideas?
Yes, sir. I am definitely try very hard to enhance the road safety and traffic management, sir.
You have good idea about it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, has some ideas on it.
We noticed that there is large number of new roads and highways are being constructed.
Yes.
Courtesy the minister who belongs to your state.
Yes.
And the connectivity increases. So, as a layman, may I ask you that if the number of roads and highways are coming up, that means there are more number of vehicles. Yes. That means they would be traveling at a breakneck speed.
Yes.
Like we have near Delhi, there is a Yamuna Expressway. It reduces time from Delhi to Agra, all right, but the number of accidents have gone up.
Yes.
So, what is your initial reaction that do you think that with this rising number of highways connecting Bombay and Delhi within few hours and everything, the number of accidents will increase? What is your thought?
Yes, sir. Definitely in the India, we've seen the high exponential growth in the road accident, and in the 2019 we've seen 1,55,000 road deaths and the 3.5 lakhs major injuries. The main reasons for that, there is 3 E's of the road safety. It is the first engineering, second education, third is the enforcement, sir.
No, means my simple question was, do you anticipate there are more accidents and you have some prescription, some formula by which it can be reduced? You have some ideas?
Yes, sir.
You have some ideas?
Yes, sir.
No, this is all right. Wonderful that these are E's and these are all theoretical. On practice, on the roads, whether it is feasible or practical that they can be brought down, because you continue to increase.
Yes.
Or we can take it as these are the hazards which are there. Nobody will be able to mitigate them. Is that so?
No, sir. We definitely.
You have understood my question?
Yes, sir.
Achha, okay. So
Sir.
you are hopeful about it.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Then I noticed that you said yourself that you have had your education in Pune and you are born and brought up in Ahmednagar.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Tell me in one this thing, why is Ahmednagar famous?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir,
what is the historical importance?
Yes, sir. Sir, from the historical perspective, Ahmednagar known for the Jorwe culture. Jorwe culture, which is first found in the Pravara village. Sir, it is the Nizam Shahi architectures in the medieval India.
Who ruled Ahmednagar? Shall you tell us something? Yes. Who was the main king or ruler of Ahmednagar?
Sir, Ahmad Nizam Shah, who founded the city Ahmednagar, and the latter, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb also many times reside in the Ahmednagar.
Okay. Have you seen Ahmednagar fort?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware about the prison there?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen that?
Yes, sir.
Which famous book was written inside the prison? Are you aware?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is the Discovery of India from the...
Very right. And Pune, the education atmosphere is good. Name one good college in Pune, which is famous. Very important people have studied there. Tell us.
Sir, it is the Ferguson College.
Very right. And who is the most important Indian who was a product of Ferguson?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to
No
recall
problem,
exactly.
no problem. But just to educate you, because I am doing this mock interview so that if knowledgeable persons there, they are fascinated by Ahmednagar and Pune, they might ask you.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is an opportunity also for you to take the good points from all of us and then add to your
Yes, sir,
general
definitely.
knowledge. So, Gopal Krishan Gokhale, the most prominent about the freedom fighters, you must have heard his name.
Thank you,
Gopal
sir.
Krishan Gokhale was product of Ferguson and many more, but I will limit it to that. Now I come to very quickly to, you said that your interest, I'm asking whatever you have told me, international affairs, aren't you?
Yes.
So tell me something very briefly, what is the most important development in next door Pakistan?
Yes,
What
sir.
is the most important? Tell me very briefly.
Yes. Sir, Honorable Imran Khan lost the majority in the assembly.
He has lost.
Yes.
When is the news? How latest is the news? No, I'm educating myself. You may be right.
Sorry, sir, I am confused little bit, but it is the most probable that they lost their majority on the when there is the no confidence motion. in
Okay,
the assembly.
assuming your statement is correct and you are well informed and the government has fallen, what next? What is going to happen there?
Sir, it is the statement from the opposition leader that the next Prime Minister, Mr. Sharif, will be the Prime Minister.
Mr. Sharif, which Sharif? There are two Sharifs in Pakistani political life. One is Nawaz Sharif, one is Shahbaz Sharif. Who
Sir,
is
it is-
likely to be the next Prime Minister?
Sir, it is Shahbaz Sharif, sir.
Shahbaz Sharif. What is he now?
Sir, it is opposition leader in the Pakistan
And
Assembly.
then any other post he is holding? No.
Sorry, sir, I am not
Achha,
able.
no problem. So you brush it up because
Yes,
this
sir.
is because you yourself say and claim and written that international affairs, you should be clear.
Yes, sir.
And any more thing which you come across about Imran Khan, then he said that he is in possession of a letter which he is going to expose and he showed it to the media from a distance. What is the letter about? What does it speak?
Sorry,
Have
sir.
you heard of this letter?
No, sir.
Oh, this is important because Pakistan is our next door neighbor.
Yes.
So we expect you, and I'm sure the UPSC board will expect you to answer those,
Yes, sir.
whether you have done a homework or not.
Yes.
And you still have time. So Imran Khan has been threatening the country when he held a massive rally few days back that he is going to expose a particular country. He is in possession. He did not name the country of a letter which says that we will see that Imran Khan goes or anything against it. This is very important.
Thank you, sir.
And which country is he meaning to? That I will leave to you to study on your own to brush up this thing. But these are the developments you must study.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And now I hand over to my distinguished colleague to ask you questions.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Now, I would like to understand from you the concept of golden hour in road accidents.
Yes. Sir, it is the time hour between the major injury and the time to shift in the hospital. If person get the proper treatment, their life can be saved or the permanent
The
disability
proper
can.
treatment was given after 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, depending upon the circumstances. What is the golden hour concept? If the treatment is given in
This time frame, then
which is the time frame? The first 1 hour, or maybe after 1 hour, or time has no meaning?
No, sir. After the 1 hour of occurring the road accident, sir.
After or within 1 hour? You have to be very precise because you have mentioned this as your passion and they should be fully aware. Okay, we'll come to the next part. The airbags, presence and absence of airbags
Yes.
in a car is a major deterrent that prevents casualties in road accidents. Has the study been conducted which go to show that airbags, in what way do they help in preventing casualties?
Sorry, sir. I am not able to comprehend the question, sir.
Have you heard of airbags?
Yes, sir.
What are they?
Sir, airbag, when there was a energy impact on the car, then they come out of it and the person hitting on the airbags and not on the dashboard of the car.
Okay, now they are closely linked up with the use of seat belts.
Yes.
If I put on the seat belt, the airbags will be functional. If I don't put on the airbags will be dysfunctional. Okay.
Yes.
So what is the impact? Has there been any study that have shown the use and the disuse and the misuse of airbags and the seat belt? Does it have a positive impact in decreasing the number of casualties, or it has no impact?
So definitely seat belts and airbags has a positive impact, but the conditions are there. The speed limit within the range in the prescribed by the company. Most car companies says that it is between the 80 to 120 kilometer. It is most optimum performance of the airbags, but speed enhances the functioning of the airbag will be reducing, sir.
Now, another important aspect is in case of road accidents, people are very hesitant to go to police stations to report road accidents.
Yes.
But there have been certain guidelines by the Honorable Supreme Court
Yes.
that in such cases a particular SOP has to be followed. Can you tell us, if suppose somebody has met with an accident and some good Samaritan
Yes.
takes the person to the police station or to the medical college or for treatment in any nursing home, what is the good Samaritan concept? And will the medical legal aspects will take precedence or treatment will take precedence?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is the concept that the who takes the road accident victim to the hospitals, and the Honorable Supreme Court says that the medical treatment should be give precedence, and the no legal actions or the no legal harassment to the persons who take the road accident victim in the hospitals.
So it is to be facilitated.
Yes.
And tell me, there's another aspect that you as a technical person should tell me. Can we use drone technology to monitor movement, speeding and accidents?
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir.
How? And has it been done anywhere?
Sir, I am not aware about the use anywhere, but we can use drone with the LiDAR technology, which can use to detect the speed, to detect the movement of the vehicles, to detect the objects on the road, and also to detect the multiple road users on the road.
Okay, coming from road accidents to our neighbor once again.
Yes.
It is said that this country, Pakistan, adopts terrorism as a state policy. And it's not just we that are saying. Hillary Clinton also mentioned it in a very concealed manner, that those who rear snakes in their backyard. Have you heard of this? That those who rear snakes in their backyard. Have you heard of the saying?
No, sir.
Achha, never mind. So how, if supposing Pakistan has adapted terrorism as a state policy, what is it doing?
Yes. Sir, they first informally and informally they supporting the terrorist organizations, and then acting as a launch pad to launch terrorism on the India and is before the Afghanistan also, and also
Only in India or elsewhere also?
No, it is the before the Afghanistan also, before takeover by the Taliban, sir.
Which countries are impacted by terrorism that is bred in Pakistan? Which are the countries, if I were to ask you?
Yes, sir. Firstly, it is the India. The second, Afghanistan. Third, also USA. It is the 9/11. Sir, some else also Bangladesh is there.
And do you think that in spite of the checks and balances, you may recall that Osama bin Laden was neutralized by the American forces, and where was he neutralized?
Sir, it is the Abbottabad in the Pakistan, sir.
And Pakistan said that they had no knowledge that Osama bin Laden was holed up there. So do you think that this explanation by the Pakistan establishment that they were unaware of the presence of Osama bin Laden was convincing or unconvincing, and why?
Sir, it is unconvincing because the Pakistan's intelligence is considered as the most effective worldwide. So,
what is the name of that organization?
Sir, it is ISI Institute, and they considered as the superior in the intelligence gathering, and it is the hard to convince that the such organization has no knowledge of the biggest terrorist name Osama bin Laden, which not been present in Pakistan.
Right. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Vijit, you come from the district of Anna Hazare.
Yes, sir.
Same district, Talegaon Siddhi. Have you been to Talegaon Siddhi?
Yes, sir.
What have you noticed? What type of work has been done there?
Yes, sir. So first, it is the water conservation measures. Sir, second, it is the water conservation through the environmental build-up, like tree plantation. Sir, also third, it is the use of the non-conventional energy, like solar lamps on the road streets.
It is a very successful model. Very successful model. A lot of people from not only India, different parts of the world, they also come to see how the whole village has been transformed. Now, my question to you is, why this model, which is for everyone to see, all administrators, DMs, the political leadership can see, why this has not been tried in other dry parts of the country where the problem of water shortage is very acute, agriculture is suffering. But what could be the reason? Why?
Sir, for what success Ralegan Siddhi is the people's participation, and the people's participation is no such uptick in the other parts. Sir, second, it is the Ralegaon Siddhi's geography. It is Ralegan Siddhi which is surrounded by the hills, which is helpful to conserve the water which coming from the hills. Sir, third, it is the leadership of Anna Hazare, which dedicated their whole life for the Ralegan Siddhi's enhancements.
Okay. Now again on your international relations, because you said your option was also international relations.
Yes, sir.
Plus you have one of your hobbies. You see, yesterday there was again some big international event where Honorable Prime Minister of India also spoke. What was that?
Sir, it is BIMSTEC.
What is the highlight? Just one or two sentences.
Sir, first highlight, it is the to talk on the free trade agreement among the BIMSTEC agreement. Sir, second, it is to push economic, technological and educational cooperation among the BIMSTEC countries.
Good, very good. Have you heard of this Raisina dialogue?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, Raisina dialogue is the security dialogue and conducted by our Minister of External Affairs with the one think tank, which I am not able to recall the name of the think tank.
ORF.
Sorry, sir, I am not able.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Now, India has recently shown huge interest in Central Asian countries.
Yes.
Kazakhstan. We also had a meeting of, I think, foreign ministers, I think, a couple of months back. So what is your view on that? Why we are so keen on having a very strong relationship with the Central Asian countries?
Yes, sir. Sir, Central Asian countries considered as the bridge to connect with the Russia, to connect with the Europe. So second, it is our energy security. Central Asian countries has large reserves of the uranium, coal, and also they have reserves of the golds, which is considered as our large import and export basket.
Okay. Right. Now, Vijit, you are a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
Nowadays, we see a lot of shift from human intermediation. Now, it is being replaced by technology intermediation.
Yes.
What do you understand by that?
Yes. Sir, a concept called as the cyber physical interface, which is currently in the news, and they considered it is the interface between the mechanical, electronics and cyber field, which connects the human and the machine intelligence at one place, sir.
Now, how it is helping us? How do you see the benefits of this change?
Yes.
From human intermediation to technological intermediation?
Yes. So first, it is the reducing the human interference in the machining, which enhances the productivity, and also second, it is the enhancing the work culture, which is reducing hazardous impact of the work culture on the human. So third, it is the machine learning, which enhances the intelligence about the market condition based on the algorithm, which helps in the new economic activity generations.
Very nice. Now, how do you see the future of green hydrogen? Now, recently government has come out with a policy on green hydrogen.
Sir, India has a huge potential and huge benefit for the green hydrogen. First major reason for this, it is the India's dependence on the fossil fuel, which is currently India importing over 85% of the fossil fuel, sir. So second, it is considered as a sustainable, because we has commitment to the carbon neutral by 2070, and green hydrogen has large stake in it. And third, we also acts as a global destination for the investment, for the export of the technologies through investment in the research and developments.
Good. You see, India has not been doing really very well on various social parameters.
Yes.
Malnutrition is one parameter, I would say, where we are faring very, very bad. If you look at number of malnourished children, death at below 5 years of age children because of malnutrition, the problem is really serious.
Yes.
So what, as district administration, what steps would you take to address this problem of malnutrition?
Yes. So first, it is the existing schemes should be the successfully implemented. Like
Very
we
good.
have integrated child development schemes. We have PDS public distribution service, sir. Second,
Portion also, portion.
yes, sir. Thank.
Portion is very important scheme now.
Yes, sir. So, sir, second, we should enhance the crop diversification in the districts to enhance the production of the local product, to enhance the micronutrient consumption through the staple crops. Sir, third, it is the education of the mother, especially the nutritional education, which considered as the link between the maternal, neonatal and children health, sir.
Good, very good. Now, last question, Abhijeet. What, in your opinion, is the most important and successful public policy initiatives in the recent past? When I say recent past, means last 5-6 years, 4-5 years. Most important public policy initiative which has impacted a large number of people in the country positively.
So, from my perspective, it is the Digital India Mission, sir.
Digital?
India Mission.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
So I would like to talk over Indian economy.
Yes.
So I would like you to compare economic recovery of India vis-a-vis major economies of the world post-COVID.
Yes, sir. Sir, what seen in the major economies, it is the V-shaped recovery. But some economists in the India consider it as K-shaped recovery, because some contact-intensive service sector and the MSME are reeling under the high NPAs, sir. Sir, second, it is the boost from the major economies, especially in the very non-conventional monetary policy, very low interest rate, but our RBI balancing on the inflation and the economic growth simultaneously, sir.
Okay. And you are from Ahmednagar, Maharashtra, right?
Yes.
Okay. So condition of farmers is not very good in Maharashtra. We keep on hearing about many suicides in Maharashtra among farmers. And whereas if we see farmers from Punjab and Haryana, they are quite prosperous also. So my question is, in your opinion, should rich farmers be taxed?
Sir, definitely, sir. Rich farmers should be taxed.
Why? Why definitely?
Yes. Sir, when we tax the rich farmers, it brings the equitable economic growth, sir. Sir, second, it enhances the accountability of the government towards the farmers, sir. And third, it is generation of the revenue to invest in the capital generation in the agriculture itself.
Good. Okay. How far we have achieved the concept of one nation, one tax?
Sir, from my perspective, it is the work in progress, because we recently implemented the GST, and the government actively trying to reduce the tax slabs in the GST and to bring most of the goods and services in the 18% of the baskets.
Okay. So are you also advocate of having one tax slab under GST and not differential tax slabs?
No, sir. We require the different tax slab in the GST because we have large inequalities and we have large inequalities regional, intra-regional, intra-state and interstate also, and the large poverty which requires that the food baskets of the poor should be the loosely taxed.
So coming on to an optional subject, can you tell me about your favorite political thinkers and give reasons for the same?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is the Mahatma Gandhi ji, and the reason for it is their insistence on the means and ends for the any policy. Sir, second, it is the ground level development and the village republic to enhance the development of our nation. Sir, third, it is the respect for the women, sir.
Okay, so you also believe in non-violence.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so I would like to know your view on new education policy as well as the recently proposed common university entrance test.
Yes. Sir, national education policy came after the 35 years, which is 1986. Last education policy, and the insistence of the national education policy is the outcome based education with the integration of the vocational education in the education, and the whole reliance of the national education policy is the state funding, to enhance the state funding on the education, sir. And the recently common entrance test, so it is the test to ensure that the level playing field for the different universities, as we sees that the race to the top by the many universities, as the some universities also consider that the some boards has percentage of nearly 100%, so it is difficult for the central universities to enroll the students, sir.
Okay, so isn't it a disincentive for students to score good marks in class 12th examination?
Yes, sir. Some thinkers considered it is as the disincentivizes the 12th marks and overall academic performance, but it is the necessity from the central university's perspective, sir.
Okay, one last question from my side. I'm curious to know why civil services?
Yes, sir. Sir, first initially before the UPSC preparation, I attracted due to the social fame, prestige associated with the IAS, IPS, but continue for the UPSC preparation in last 4-5 years due to the broad developmental perspective, opportunities and leadership provided by the civil services.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.